Where are you taking me, Batman? To Pluto?
No.
Mars?
No.
Where are you taking me?
Reservoir. Your mum hasn't seen you in 10 years.
Thank you. And good morning, Australia. Welcome to the show on this Tuesday morning. Terrific to have your company. Well, back in the 70s into the 80s, the Goodies had laughs right around the world. The guys who got together, named the Goodies, had been together in university. The amazing thing is, even though the show, I think they did about 170 or 180 shows, even when they finished in 1981, that was not the end of the penny section. They continued to make us laugh, and earlier this year in Melbourne and Sydney, and I think Canberra too, the people there had the opportunity of seeing Graeme and Tim. And now it's the chance of the rest of Australia to enjoy two of the Goodies, Graeme Garden and Tim Brooke-Taylor. Welcome. Thank you. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. So the rest of Australia now has the opportunity of
lucky Australia,
enjoying the brilliance.
Yeah, absolutely. How smooth talker, I like it.
Yeah, and Mother Oddie is coming in via coaxial or something.
She's coming in to be maltreated in various forms on stage, yes.
And that way, of course, you always get the tag. He doesn't, does he?
We're in control, at last.
For the first time in 30-odd years.
Exactly. When did you actually, I mean, I know the series started back in the early 70s, but when did you guys get together as a team?
Well, it was shortly after we'd been to university on radio, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'll read that again, which is an old-time radio show.
Yeah. Early mornings here, I think.
Still catch it at 5 o'clock, I think.
We're doing a bit in the show, actually. It's going back, and I'm trying to play this woman. Oh, she's Lady Constance de Coverlet. But you can call me Bedspread. It's that sort of character.
That's
Gives me great pleasure, and I hope it always will. It's that sort of thing, and I've got my voice background.
You have. This is bad news. Yeah.
Did you need to be friends to enjoy the comedy first up?
Were we sitting rather too far apart?
Yeah, just come down a little, if you will, Graeme.
No, just that we look like enemies.
Yeah.
Well,
yes.
Well,
it depends what you mean by friends.
How long since you've spoken to each other?
Oh, must be 2 seconds, I think, at least.
in the bath this morning.
I think that wasn't really speaking, though, was it?
But I think what happens in the bath stays in the bath, doesn't it?
I think so. I like to think so.
We must have a look at the bath and see if there's still something there waiting for us.
I'd rather not go down that route, if you don't mind.
I think that's what actually Graeme said this morning.
Oh, you were peaking, weren't you?
Yes.
I think
peaking
you
too
do
early.
have to be friends, actually, to do something like that. Especially at the moment, I think we're enjoying the show so much, almost too much here at the moment, because the audience are bouncing back, and we're sort of ad-libbing a bit more than usual, and I think it's the fun of beating up Bill metaphorically that's enjoying.
Do you know, I think the real charm of the comedy, I suppose everyone who loves the Goodies is an expert in saying, but you did come along, as did the Goons in their time, as something so different, and I think that's the... American comedy hasn't changed all that much, but English comedy has gone through definite phases, and that phase of yours hadn't really been heard or seen before.
It was sort of silly stuff, and it was the sort of jokes people were doing in sketches for 3 minutes. You'd have those bizarre characters and situations, and we just stretched it out to a sort of half-hour storyline, and I think that was the step that we took it.
It was actually a particularly good time. It was the 60s before the Goodies, and you know, we were all mixing together and finding anti-establishment. And in fact, the show I did just before that was that last 1948 show with John Cleese and Graham Chapman and Marty Feldman. It was all that sort of, let's not be satirical, let's just be silly and get at things. It's the same time. It's good fun, I think. Good,
the loss of Marty Feldman was a huge loss at such a young age.
Very good writer as well as a funny performer. The first show we did was David Frost produced it, and he said, I don't think those eyes will work. You know, the audience went which causes fortune.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know, with we mentioned names such as that, and of course just recently losing one of the two Ronnies, it comes back to me that English performers have also got that ability, invariably, to write too.
Yes, there are a lot of writer performers. I mean, Peter Cook and people like that.
Yeah.
You know,
I think you have to get the parts quite often. That's what you found earlier on, yeah.
Right.
Write and you get something. If you
Who was the chief writer when you first started out, you guys?
Bill and Graeme tended to write more than I did. I wrote the good bits, but they wrote the bulk.
Yes,
Yeah.
you wrote the funny stuff.
Yeah, funny stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's no accident that Tim was the one who always dressed up as women and always got hurt.
Yes, we're back to the bath now, are we?
Yeah,
No.
sounds like it, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
No, because
Somebody
we wrote
asked me, the BBC have at last acknowledged we exist and we're doing a special show for Christmas, and there was a question like, Tim, did you ever play a really butch masculine part? And I said, yes, Margaret Thatcher, and I did. Don't get much more breaking than that, I'll tell you.
Was she hard to get, to capture?
No, very easy.
Right.
It just got hard, masculine and nasty, and...
Well, that was quite hard for you.
Did anyone like Margaret Thatcher?
Dennis Thatcher.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think he was scared stiff of her, I think. No, I don't think
Like,
they
I
did.
don't know. I think
No.
well, there must have been people who admired her and voted for her, but like was not something that seemed to be...
People liked Hitler, one or two people, so I think it's a very similar situation.
Yeah, well, quite a few more than one or two originally.
Yeah. Thatcher Youth was...
Yes.
Yeah.
But getting back to the goodies, we just loved you because you were funny, and I think that's the important thing.
I love being compared to the goons. You can say that all day, and I'll be very, very happy.
But not Hitler.
No, well, I don't know. He had power.
Yeah, that's right. Of course you
make
do.
him disappear, and wonderful.
The power of comedy.
Yeah.
The boys start on this particular leg of their tour in Geelong tonight, and this is a terrific opportunity for a lot of places who wouldn't normally get the opportunity of seeing performances such as the ones that the Graeme and Tim have been doing around the major capitals of Australia. And don't forget, Bill is going to be there too by video link. I think the joyous thing about the goodies, which I tried to explain in introducing you boys this morning, is that even though we've known you since the 70s, the comedy continues, the laughs continue, and I think there's an extra feeling now for fans like myself that you feel good because you remember the era so well. I'm not saying, anything's dated, but it's a good feeling.
No, what you're saying is good.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah. How big is the bath? I'm not doing anything tonight.
Big enough for you, but...
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
Great to see you, Tim.
And you too.
Great to see you, Ray. Thank you for coming in. And Bill, my best too, won't you?
Welcome.
By video link. And you've seen the dates there. You don't need me to explain what a night out with the goodies is going to be all about. It'll be a terrific night, and I hope you have the opportunity of seeing them. Please thank the boys again for coming in. Later in the show, fine Australian actor Marcus Graham has a new movie out, and after the break, we're in the kitchen with Elizabeth Chong.